Magandang araw muli sa inyong lahat. 19 days na lang, Pasko ng pagkabuhay na. Ngayon ay March 16, 2021. Alam nyo ba na 500 years ago, a Portuguese navigator in the service of Spain by the name of Fernando Magallanes arrived in the Philippines, the first European to do so, and thus paving way for its discovery by a European power, and which began a more than 300-year Spanish colonization of the Philippines. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chidoro, bumabati ng isang maligayang araw ng March 16, 2021. 1 year na po ang ating lockdown anniversary. Nangyari po yun noong March 15. I do the stock market report every day, which I started last August, and I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. And if you like the content, niimbitahan ko po kayo na mag-subscribe sa aking channel. And if you have stocks in mind that you want me to review, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Meron po tayong balita sa San Miguel Infrastructure at AREIT at ang resulta ng trading sa ating Philippine Stock Exchange ngayong araw, March 16, 2021, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Our first news is on the Skyway from the Philstar. Ang says no closure of Skyway Stage 3 as mix-up being addressed. Motorists in Metro Manila can heave a sigh of relief as the Skyway Stage 3 will not close down and remain open after work hours on Tuesday. In a text message, San Miguel Corp President Ramon Ang said there will be no closure in the 18.83-kilometer toll road. The conglomerate, as well as the Toll Regulatory Board, which was said to have issued the closure order, are now talking to fix what appeared to be a miscommunication between the two. Ang said to have personally called Transport Secretary Arthur Tugadi, who will take this up with the TRB. It is unclear the moment what facilitated the mix-up that started overnight when the Skyway management announced on social media that Skyway Stage 3 will not accept motorists indefinitely starting March 16. Apparently, the regulators wanted all access points to the toll road be opened first before allowing to operate again. But TRB quickly denied San Miguel's statement and in direct contrast said there was no such directive in the first place and that there is every intention to keep Skyway Stage 3 open for the benefit of motorists. So that's news on the Skyway and that's good news, no? Bakit naman sasaran? Ginagamit naman. So probably natatagalan, ano? Dahil nga ang tagal magdesisyon ng Toll Regulatory Board. Nagtayo ng infrastructure sa San Miguel, pinuhunan, lagyan ng kapital. Pagkatapos, libre pa rin hanggang ngayon. Well, buti naman libre, pero let's be fair naman to the investor, San Miguel Infrastructure, na nagpatayo ng Skyway na yan, kailangan naman nilang bumawi sa kanilang puhunan. Our next news will be on the AREIT. This just came out today, just a few hours ago, and this was a filing of AREIT to the PSE. Results of the board meeting. Please be informed that the board of directors of AREIT Inc. approved the following items in its special meeting this morning. 1. Increase in AREIT's authorized capital stock from 11.74 billion to 29.5 billion and the corresponding amendment to the 7th article of the Articles of Incorporation. The subscription of Ayala Land Inc. of 483,254,375 primary common shares of AREIT in exchange for identified key alley commercial properties valued at 15.464 billion under a property for share swap transaction at a price of 32 per share as validated by a third-party fairness opinion. Both items are subject to the approval of AREIT shareholders at their annual meeting on April 23 and pertinent regulatory bodies. The transaction with Ali will increase AREIT's leasing portfolio from 344 to 549,000 square meters and deposited property value from 37 to 52 billion pesos. That's the news on AREIT, and they're increasing their underlying asset. And the implication of that is that the more assets, the more earning assets that they will have in their portfolio, the greater will be the dividends, because 90% of the dividends are given out to those who bought the AREIT stock or the REIT. Now let's go to the PSE. What happened today? The PSE gained 6.62 points, or that's 0.1%, to end at 6559.08 amidst foreign net selling of 298.84 million. For the market summary, the market activity, 118 companies advanced, or that's 46.1%. 97 declined, that's 37.9%, and 41 remained unchanged, that's 16%. The all-share index registered a 0.11% increase, while the holding companies and the properties ended in the red, while the financials, industrials, mining, and services ended in the green. The gainers was led by the financials at 1.75%. As for the market status, the most active stocks would be, and we will be reviewing the following. That's DITO, BDO, SM, Ali, SMPH, MBT, TEL, PHA, ICT, and URC. So among the top 10, only 3 registered a decline in prices of their stock. So let's start with DITO. DITO had a recovery today, but it's still bearish because the candlestick is still under our 50, 25, and 100-day moving averages. The RSI is also at 35, which is also bearish. And as of yesterday, the support area that we can consider would be, the nearest would be here, there, 9.13. So it's still bearish to sideways ang movement ni DITO, but this is the most traded stock today. Next, after DITO, BDO. Okay, BDO is still moving sideways, although there was a recovery today. The RSI is at 45, meaning that it is bearish, but it is nearing the 50 point mark, which means that well, bearish to sideways ang kanyang movement. And if you'll see the formation of the candlesticks, so pababa siya, no? And the closing price barely touches the EMA 100. The EMA 100 is at 104.50, while the closing price was 104.60. So let's see what will happen tomorrow, since nagkaroon ng bounce, and the bounce came at this level at 101.97. It went as low as 101.70. So yan yung naging support ni BDO, bearish to sideways ang kanyang movement. If we see a green candlestick the following day, then that is probably a sign that the trend may have changed. Next, let's take a look at SM. SM had a lower candlestick, but this is a green one. So it's a reverse hammer. Yung RSI niya is 41, which is bearish. So bumaba pa siya, no? Although this is a green candlestick, it closed lower than the previous day. So if we'll draw a line here, support niya is at 985. Malapit na sa 985. So 979 to 980. So hindi na siya umabot sa support. Pero the RSI is bearish at 41 since the closing price is below our 3 moving average indicators, the EMA 20, EMA 50, and the EMA 100. After SM, Ali. Okay, Ali continues to slump. So it continues to move downwards and it is bearish ang sentiment niya. The RSI is at 31, so close to oversold already. And if bumaba pa yan to 30 and below, then that is really, really oversold already. In the meantime, yung support level ni Ali, pwede nating ilagay dito. Let's draw instead a rectangle. Yan. Yan yung support area niya. Nasa between 34 and 35 pesos yung support level ni Ayala Land. And there's good news on Ayala Land. Yung nagdagdag sila ng portfolio on their AREIT. And then after Ali, SMPH. Okay, SMPH still moving sideways, bearish to sideways ang movement. And there was a doji here. So, support area, I would say dito siya sa 35.20. 35.15 to 35.20. I'm sorry, nasa 35. Nasa 35 yung support area ni SMPH. Bearish to sideways movement. And then MBT. Okay, MBT, bearish din to. So yung closing price niya is way, way below. Although it ended with a green candlestick, 0.05 point, not much, 0.11%. So napakababa nung stock, ano? And it's sitting on support actually. So tingnan natin, ano? Nasa 37.27, bearish ang sentiment. Kung umabot yan ng, well, if we see a green candlestick on Monday, then probably the trend may have reversed. And then after MBT, TEL. TEL is another stock na buti naka-recover. Kasi napakababa na nung stock niya eh. And it's already very cheap, ano? So yung support level na we're looking at would be here. Actually, it's sitting on support. So nasa 1270 yung support level ni PLDT. And there's a green candlestick now at gate 25 points. Buti naman. And if we see another green candlestick, then probably the trend might have reversed. And then PHA. Okay, PHA had a morning star. And generally, the movement is sideways. So it's a weak green candlestick with an RSI of 43. So bearish to sideways ang movement ni PHA. And let's place the support level of this stock to MA100. That's 1.79. Will be the support level of PHA. Then ICT. ICT had a recovery today, but it's just 2.40 points or 2 pesos and 40 centavos. So if we will be drawing let's see, a Darvas box. Diyan lang naglalaro yung stock eh. So the resistance area is 129. The support area is at 118. Now when I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. So bearish to sideways ang movement ni International Container Terminals. Finally, URC. URC had a bounce. So nag-bounce siya dito sa support level because this is an actual support level here. Yan, nasa 120 yung support level niya. When it reached that point, it came up. So it opened at 120 and closed at 125.5, 3.70 points or 3.04%. Still bearish, but if we see another green candlestick, we could say that probably the trend might have reversed already. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. March 16, 2021, 500 years of the Philippines rediscovery. Ito po si Benji Chadoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. See you again in our next episode. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. God bless and bye for now.